that says Birdman was a millionaire before he got into music.
Well, I think so. Yeah.
Damn, in the street.
I think so, yes.
Baby was already rich before he ever started Cash Money.
Because they was known dope boys.
Man, Baby probably like 15 to 16, man. Baby like 15 to 16, like 2-3 cars, man.
They got this baller in the hood who got flocks of that coke. His name's Stunner. He heard I be bumping that dope. He told me holler when I sell out, come at him and scope. And if I'm about that, he gon' help me grow.
You had two choices in my hood. Either you was going to Baby to get your shit, or you was going to Pat to get your shit. But them two niggas was the yes, Baby, yeah, was everything he's saying on that level, he ain't repping, dog. No cap.
That's that fire, I need to taste your shit. That bitch is fire.
I got there, we talked about it over some steaks. And he told me one thing, he ain't stingy with yay.
My whole trip and talking about I won't spend no time with her because I'm hustling too hard. Bitch, I'm out here trying to get rich.
Man, that Baby had a Buick. I'll never forget that Buick he had, bro. Two-door. Had a rag on that bitch with that candy paint, with the leather seats in that bitch, with them trues and Vols on it, with them tinted windows. Man, that bitch was clean.
I got a beat that looks like a whole key. My nigga DC just came back to town. Word around, he brought the dope back to town. So I hit my fucking safe for 30 G's. Score my issue and break it down a quarter B's.
When we recorded the song, we started selling the singles for like $5 a pop. Baby them got hold of one of the tapes and they arranged the meeting for us to meet. And when we got to the meeting, you know, we was on the elevator with Baby and Slim. We didn't know who they was. They didn't know who we were, you know. And they looking at us like, man, I wonder where these little dope boys going or whatever. You know what I mean? We looking at these and we like, these dope boys, I know they ain't got no office building in here or nothing, you know. So we like just looking at each other strange and shit, you know. So when we got off the elevator, we got off on the same floor. They went to the left, we went to the right. And come to find out, when we walked the hallway and find out we was going the wrong way, we went back. So the Cash Money logo on the window, knocked on the door. And the same dudes answered the door. And it was like, oh, damn, y'all was on the elevator with us. What's up, dog? We were like, what's up, man? We you in the LV? And them niggas just had a smirk on their face, like, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
What was that meeting? Was it a signing or was it just a...
Actually, they had the contracts already drawn up. They gave us the contracts that day.
You know, they had UNLV. You know, they got UNLV, you know.
No, when I first heard them. First time I heard of Cash Money was UNLV.
When UNLV, that's when they really came out. When UNLV, yeah, and B2, that was Baby. B32 with the gold.
Okay, so UNLV becomes a part of Cash Money. That shit was like the Hot Boys to the World. When I first heard that shit, it fucked me up.
You know, people tell me all the time, man, y'all really, you know, laid the blueprint to our lives, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, telling them how to move or whatever, you know what I'm saying?
You know how many niggas in the city got partners who cold as a motherfucker with that rap shit and won't put a quarter into them? So just that alone make Baby and Slim some real ass niggas. You was already rich. You ain't had to fucking get them dudes no opportunity.
No, but the headphones right now, you heard me? But my people, actors and them, they over there bagging up right now. So if you could hold out to them, you dig, I'll get you right.
When you come to down me, player, please don't miss. Cause that don't do nothing but get my trigger finger pissed. If I live, I live. If I die, it's...
When you found out that he started rapping, how did you take that?
I wasn't for it at first because I didn't know nothing about it.
As far as BG, I mean, I helped BG get signed to the label. Baby them was interested in BG. They knew of BG. Actually, BG stayed around the corner from them. But BG mama would not let him sign with them because they was known dope boys.
At first, I didn't even know nothing about them until my son. So he was the one who really introduced me to them.
But she didn't know that they really had the company legit and, you know, off doing their thing with it, you know what I'm saying? Right. And I was able to tell her that because we came on, we was on the label before BG.
I mean, sneaking him to the studio, getting all this stuff made.
Right.
Chopper City was made secretly. I had to find out about it once they knew that was a big thing coming out. They came, set up a meeting with me.
Baby Gangsta is my title. Al Capone is my idol. To protect and serve, I roll with my assault rifle. Jag niggas for nothing less than a quarter key.
6 more new albums coming out this year.
We just signed a deal. Just left a couple of millions, just to put us on the same level with everybody else.
Because you'd have been around the music industry, you know what this shit worth, you know what this shit can do. Yeah, right. Shit, Stunner did it. Stunner was 25 when they went signed for 30 M's. As long as you got the motherfucking talent around you, you could go get the bag.
Oh, I'm the young nigga dressed in black on black, with Glocks and Max in the hoop that is black on black.
Well, look, I'm gonna show you something. This baby spot right here, this is Monk's spot. This is where baby grew up at. You know, he claimed the 13th ward. He out the Magnolia, I get that.
Damn, baby, where we at right now? Third Ward Magnolia, dog. This is my hood.
Like, nigga really thinking Birdman from the Magnolia Project, man. Birdman is all Vallis and Magnolia.
Baby had no KC and them all out the Magnolia, New York and all them there, and them dudes WAP and all them, and Tonto and all them, So Baby had no them. They was out the projects and stuff, so, it all came like, like a little circle thing, like,
We on Martin Luther King right now. We coming up Martin Luther King. We riding by the Melph Project.
It's 15, 16, 17, hanging out from that Josephine through that Melph.
And then they grew up in this bar, whatever. The bar is called Miss Gladys Bar, whatever. That's named after his mama, Miss Gladys and stuff like that. So Miss Gladys Brooks. But Mr. Johnny, his daddy, owned that bar, whatever.
Miss Gladys, back out here on my bullshit in Uptown, Third Ward.
We on Saratoga and Errado right now. And no, it's just infamous. It's infamous because this is really like Baby's stomping grounds. It's like, it's legendary for numerous reasons.
Was it a lot of murder around here, man?
There was definitely a lot of murder around here, of course, yeah, that's what I told you. Live right here, literally by the Melph Project. Of course, we had a lot of dope selling around, so of course it was a lot of murder around here, like I told you, like prostitution, people in the bar and all that, turning tricks on, people selling dope, people shooting on, right? People getting robbed and killed and everything. I mean, we literally right by a project and all that, so.
You remember an era where Birdman was coming to the Melph?
No, but I remember when we used to go around his mother's bar, Gladys Bar, on Saratoga Street. All us, me, Fred, and all us used to hang around there, hustling, and just being bad kids.
A historical picture in the Melph for me. You talk about this photo, right?
Right.
Probably one of the only ones who could find a Birdman of him in the Melph, but him being that young.
Nah, how they say Birdman was able to come in the Melph and shoot videos and stuff while the Melph didn't know you beat, because Birdman had big dog respect. You know what I'm saying? He was a made man, so everybody know you ain't about to play with no made man like that, because you would have all kind of goons out your head, right? You know what I'm saying? Everybody played by the rules back then. So they already know not to play with no made man. He gonna, he coming back here about business.
I'm going holler and Tech on the ramp, chilling with the other nigga Black Van.
At this time, he was calling him Baby.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But he asked him, we're going to go to the other side of the ramp in the cold week. And me, Vamp, Dyson, Tech, Birdman, La La.
Baby going to project, and he know Vamp, Stepper, and the other Vamp, your boy Vamp, Black Vamp. He know him, Vamp, them used to hold Baby down,
And I used to fuck with Vamp them. I don't remember them niggas. I remember him coming through that with that with the motorcycle niggas. He used to they drew out money one time.
Well, he always had money, shit. When we was kids, he had money. His mama, own ballrooms and all that there, so he was always good. A
lot of dudes used to be, with Baby, just running with him, just solid, Baby was, in the streets, like, Baby was, street. Not saying he was doing robbing, killing, nah, not like that, but he just know the streets, period.
Dude, from the Magnolia to VL, Valley Street, to the Melph. Birdman come through, he's a highly respected dude, you know what I'm saying? And I pay homage to him, you know what I'm saying? I've seen with my own 2 eyes what he has done for Uptown as a whole, you know what I'm saying? And I definitely salute him and tip my hat to him for that.
And Birdman used to be in Skyview sometimes too, right?
Birdman would drive the bus up in Skyview like it was all good.
Yeah.
The tour bus. Yep, in Sky. I would have food set up waiting on them, buffet style. They loved our cooking. The red up spot mama used to make the bell peppers.
We had this buffet set up. All them cars would be out there. People was just looking.
Man, Bird can pull up on Skyview, man. Go by my dog spot in them house, man. Yeah. He know what's up. He know. I don't know if you know I knew what was going on, B, but yeah, you pull up in that black cat, that Lex, man. Yeah, I remember that.
This before you was off the porch in the rap shit?
This before I was off the porch, period.
Yeah.
Right here, we're on Martin Luther King, baby. Right by the Melph. You understand me? Right by the Bag Street. Right by Lack. You heard me? Cadillac. Kedrick.
Well, I'm going to say Kedrick, but y'all might know him as Cadillac. Lack.
They call me Mr. Big, and not because of my size, they call me Mr. Big, cause I kept them when they got dry.
I'm talking about this real family shit from Saratoga all the way to the Magnolia. And fucking Bryce a OG, man. How you not look up to them people, you feel me?
Saratoga bound, hold it down, that's a given. Coratine got me thinking Lamborghini, I'ma get it.
Lack is a street legend, you feel me?
We can lay back here and lie like Lack ain't him. But Lack is him. You know what I'm saying? Lack deserves his flowers. In my opinion, they kind of branched off Lack sauce.
That's Lack. That's Miss Marilyn Mosa, you feel me? That's Bryce brother, you feel me? He official day one cash money millionaire, you feel me?
What's that popular street that Lack lived on? Saratoga?
Saratoga, yeah, the back. And which way he got the ball, at the back by Lack.
Stunner man, you shoot. Got my round Lack on the back, nigga. Believe that. Real uptown, third wall, real street.
The picture that you took with Lack.
Yeah, with Lack. That was our Made Figure days, cause you know Lack and Monte had the record label, and we used to get our beats from this guy named Sinister from downtown, and he had a clothing line called Soccer Ball. This when merch wasn't even popping. This wave, man, that's 90s. You feel me? And he had the merch popping in downtown called Soccer Ball, and me and him, I think we had a concert that day at Riverboat Hallelujah. And it was me, him, and the whole some of people from my hood and the whole Hit 'em Hard boys like Barona, MLK.
I was raised on killers. Know my nigga hot. I was raised on killers. Never fuck with rats.
They want to show my some love. They want to do that type.
Who is Hot Beezo?
Hot Beezo. Hot motherfucking Beezo. My from out the Magnolia Projects, you feel me saying? He was 1/4 of Magnolia Boys, you feel me? And then also part of the original Hot Boys before the rap group actually came.
Cash money millionaire. Hot Beezo, holding it down, Birdman. You got a problem, you know how we rock, homie.
He was Birdman right-hand man. Birdman right-hand man. So obviously, you know, he Cash Money affiliated, Cash Money soldier.
Hot Beezo, tell him about it, Hot. God Snipe, tell him Hot. Hakeem, you heard me? Believe it. CEO, right? Big Jizzle, right. You heard me? We ain't standing for this shit. These niggas know my occupation. Believe it. You heard me?
Hot Beezo, that's just like a hood legend, the landlord, you feel me? Willow Street. That's the original Hot Boy, you feel me? Hot Beezo really raised me, bro. Like, man, them, every time I come outside, they outside. But they outside before me, you feel me? Them the OGs. Like when I'm sandlocked playing ball, they right there.
Nigga, Soldier Slim, big ass but not least, my dog hurt.
I met Hot Beezo through BG when I was at Chopper City. You follow what I'm saying? About my first or second year at Chopper City, Hot started coming around. He became part of our entourage as far as when we had to travel together and shit like that. So we traveled together for about 3 years. But outside of that, Hot was always around 24/7 at the office, hanging with BG. He an enforcer. That's what he is, bro. He an enforcer. He's a street nigga, enforcer. I took that vibe off the rip right there. You know what I'm saying? His whole demeanor, the way he carried himself. I knew what it was. He nicknamed himself Chopper City Problem Solver. You follow what I'm saying? Yeah. Magnolia Landlord / Chopper City Problem Solver.
Chopper City Problem Solver, homie.
Hot motherfucking had a what? I think he had a green Firebird. Green Firebird, brand new. Smack brand new. That's when I first was like, man, I'm gonna be a hustler, you feel me? Like if Beezo see you with some busted up shoes on, Beezo gonna shoot you 150 or something and be like, go to the mall and get you some tennis shoes and shit, you feel me? Or either, you know, be front like they ain't never ran errands for. Like, them the type of you won't run errands for as a kid, you feel me? Like Hot Beezo did some rap songs later on down the line, but he wasn't like full pursuing to be no rapper. The Magnolia Boys, they got the album, and you know, Cito, LD Herb, and you know, they whole albums, that album was fire too.
Something in the water, something in the air, something about them NO niggas we don't care.
Wayne even got shitted on Rap City when he said, I want to shout out the whole Squid Eye, and Baby looked at him like, man, is this serious? And BG said, I want to shout out the whole Cash Money clique and knock Wayne's head off his head.
I want to shout out the whole Squid Eye, you know, Mario, Sammy, Jay, Fifi, T-Red, Lil Mal, my mama, everybody else, you heard me, rest in peace, Rabbit.
He was trying to let him know, like, man, I'm just shouting out, man, it's Cash Money time.
Uptown for life, Cash Money Millionaires Project.
And how many times you heard an interview of Willa Boy speaking on somebody? I don't speak on people, you know what I'm saying? Especially calling that person out by name. And Stunner told me that we don't do that. He seen it. He was like, yeah, you know, he's seeing this, he's seeing that. I like what you're doing, this, that, and the third. He was like, say, bro, that shit on the interview, though, we don't stop that shit. We don't do shit like that, blood. You know what I'm saying? Well, OG was just letting you know, like, say, bro, you a man. At the end of the day, the man I am, I don't speak. I ain't about to speak on no name. If he ain't there, what value is he to me to speak on him if I ain't speaking on him in the way that we get money together? So it was like, I felt him, and he didn't have to say much. I just understood him, real, recognized real.
I created this shit like CMR, Cash Money Reincarnated. So that's what this stand stood for. So one day, I'm telling Rambo, rest in peace, Cutter. Rambo was out there with Birdman. So Rambo say, man, he told Stunner about the CMR shit, and Stunner was like, damn, he felt some type of way like we saying Cash Money dead.
You playing with that fucking record label, could have been records. That shit sound like CMB, man.
Man, Bird ain't no hoe. Let's get that out the window. Like at the end of the day, this is Birdman and he from New Orleans. You feel me? Like you don't hear no nigga just talking like, well, I'ma walk up and do this to Birdman. Like that shit is out the window, man. At the end of the day, it's looking feel a man.
I'm watching this shit you doing. What the fuck is this record label you starting?
From Birdman. Bird always been a stand-up OG type nigga, bro.
You know I got a few bitches that steppers, right? I ain't even got to call no. Got bitches where you want to come outside or come inside.
I was in Metro, so we had the one with all the mirrors. Well, Metro, I'm in the bathroom, so a dude was in the bathroom throwing up. Birdman came in there. He was a little tipsy. He was saying, "Yeah, nephew, chew up, nigga, throw your fucking guts up, nigga." I'm sitting there, bitch, you in the back. I'm like, man, that really, you know, he fucked me up. I'm like, man, I like the nigga, you know what I'm saying? Did it hit me, you know, see, I be complex and shit. He hit one of them, and I don't give a fuck on here, don't like it. He was just doing Birdman. I'm that bitch like, I'm just like, this, he Birdman everywhere. But when that hit me with that, I don't give a fuck on here, don't like it. So me, I'm no, one nigga's about to do it. I'm like, hold on, I'm on this bitch. So I'm looking like, he said, you know what I'm saying? But shout out to Birdman and Cash Money, man.
It's on you for to strike up your own fire, you feel me? That's just like saying he owed the city some money. He don't owe nobody no opportunity. He did what he had to do for everybody who was around him. It's on you for to take your opportunity and run with it, you feel me?
I'm a BG, tell him free the BG, nigga, certified me in B3. That's Cali all the way to the east, up anywhere, anytime nigga meet.
But the Birdman situation, anything flourished since the last time we spoke?
Yeah, man, I'm always on the line with High Beezo. Shout out OG, man, what's up, gang? Bird says whatever, you know, y'all saw it on the clip, you know, whatever is whatever, you got my blessings, whatever. But say, bro, I'm gonna tell y'all, like I said before, business is business. Just because you have that resource right there, don't go interrupting people and what they doing, trying to make them pull your weight. Like, we gonna do business to business. I love Birdman and the dead, bro. Like, you know, that's New Orleans history. That's like the Godfather.
All you could do is ask for an opportunity. If you don't leave with that opportunity, that's on you, you feel me? Yeah. Like he even gave me an opportunity.
We go to Eastover. We go in the house with Baby, with the Cash Money house there, the Cash Money sign on the floor. We go in there, introduce ourselves and shit, walk up to the studio. So Baby he like, man, listen, I want to put y'all in a group. Y'all two, Magnolia Chop, 6 Shot. You know what I'm saying? I want to call y'all the Uptown Gangsters, the UGs. Nigga like, cool, we could, you know what I'm saying? We could fuck with something. So bam, he tell us, he like, look at you. Yeah, look, check this out, you know what I'm saying? Look, I'm gonna put you on a bird, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fly you to Miami, put some sand on your feet, put some ice on you, cool you down. You know what I'm saying? I like it. Fucking right. And around this time, like I said, my brother had in this Wayne. So Wayne tell Baby, like, he can't be on no label with a nigga who dissed him. You feel me? You can't blame him. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? I'm just saying. You can't blame him for, you know, I don't know what my reaction would have been either.
I might don't like the way my situation turned out with him, but I can't blame him. He gave me a shot. I done stayed at his house before. On numerous occasions, I done been in this man whips, cars, stood on top of Hummers, drove Hummers. How could I be like he ain't gave me no opportunity?
Cash Money record, Baby, Wayne, Julie, BG. And I start dealing with them. Then I made all the pieces, bling, bling word come out. And that's how I start shining.
Que pasa? You got my shit?
I don't know a lot of people see you in the movie Baller Blocking. Who made
Oh yeah, Baby Call Me Soul. Getting my movie Baller Blocking. I said, let's do it. They give me a script. I was saying the script. Baby said, man, fuck this, B. So, do you, man. Whatever the fuck you feel like, shoot it. I said, done deal.
It's that fire I need to taste your shit. That bitch is fire. I'll make a nigga fuck you up.
I learned some shit from Baby. Baby talking about the realest world. This nigga to be saying, the best thinkers win. And I called it the best thinkers win. That shit is the coldest thing. I done talk that shit to my people. We live by this shit now. I don't think he said too much now, but he used to say it a lot when he was on the Cash Money Rough Rider tour. That's what they brought me on. But that said the best thinkers win. Baby, that was the best information you ever gave me. I ain't never told you thank you for that one, man. That was a fucking whole jewel.
What about Slim?
Slim was cool. Slim was behind the scenes all the time, you know, like when Baby was gone, you know, Slim was holding stuff down, you know. Slim was real quiet and always had a lot of, wisdom, a lot of fat on his head, you know, to pass on. You know, he would talk with Baby and shit and give Baby little ideas and just talk to him, you know. Slim was old school, you know. Slim still the same way he is today, you know. I grew up with him, you know. I know him, you know.
Just got a mouthful in the first seat. I got a beat. It looks like a whole key.
July 3rd, this gonna happen right here. The street name and whatever we all gonna be able to see with the sign say under it or whatever and all that. But it's named after is honoring Baby and Slim from Cash Money or whatever. This the block they grew up on, so this was gonna be for them. It's gonna have Williams Brothers Way.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the actual street that they grew up on and ran on, and they actually got it named after them. That's major.
The actual street they grew up on.
But they deserve it as well.
They deserve it. They deserve it. I mean, all the stuff that they did over 30 plus years in hip hop, like put the city on the map all over the world or whatever. What they did with their music label that started right here. This is for all their hard work. It paid off. When it was on Rap City back in like '98 and all that and stuff like that, going in the ball. This the ball right here. So, like I said, this is Miss Gladys' ball. This where they grew up at, right? So this is the ball that they grew up in, and this the house that. Well, the house is upstairs. They stayed in the city.
The bar still open?
The bar still open, yeah. The bar still open. The bar still in business, or whatever. Every time Baby and them come down and Slim, they come down and they come to the bar. Now I've been in the bar before. It's real low, you know. So when Slim come in there, he got to duck down and come in there because it's so low, or whatever, and all that.